Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping this to put my base coat for the wood grain. The door opens, it's a great door. It seals really well. I just think it would look better and more homey if we painted it wood, and that's the goal. Stand out, a little unique, but at the end of the day, it's a tiny home on wheels. So I'm gonna get that on Hypolapse. Stay tuned. It's super bright out, but we're doing the second most fun part, sanding. I pretty much think it's the only thing more boring than the taping. The sanding, you gotta wear a mask, glasses, it gets in your eyes. Alright, so that was painfully boring, but we're done. And it doesn't look any better yet, but we're working. That's what we're doing. Alright, so we got the sanding out of the way. Moving into the better part, the finishing product. Fingers down it to give it that texture. Now it's got to dry while it cures before we put in the rest of the texture and the other Alright guys, little windows here. It's dusty, and what we're going to do today is we're going to focus on this door. We painted it wood look. I got a lot of feedback from friends and people that came and looked. It just doesn't go with the rails that I painted. So I just went too dark on it. I'm going to have to sand it, retape it, and paint some spots a little lighter. That's what we're going to focus on now. You know, if I'm not happy with something in life, you just got to keep working hard and fix it. And that's what we're going to do here, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so now my most hated part. I'm going to tape off the windows and the spots that I'm painting, and then we'll sand. Usually my wife does the taping, but she's super busy right now. She's a nurse, super proud of her, especially with COVID and everything she's been through. So give her a shout out. She hasn't been here for most of the videos, but she does a lot on the inside. She chooses the color scheme. Even the colors out here, she chose most of them. So she should be here helping me tape. That's her thing. She's the master taper. She would take the whole bus off in a quarter of the time it would take me to. But love you, babe. You're great. But I'm gonna go ahead and tape this off, put you in Hypolapse, sand it, and paint it. Stay tuned. extension cord now to plug the sander in I know it looks weird, I'm not taping everything off, but I go through every time and scrape all the windows, so it's not really necessary, especially with this spray paint. When I clear it, I'll actually tape the windows off really well. So I'm gonna get the electric out here and get the sand in these areas, and we'll paint them and apply our wood look. Well, kids at home, this is how you die of lung cancer. About the windows because I scrape every single one of the windows, and this kind of paint scrapes right off. When I finish it with the automotive clear, I'll tape every window off because that is hard to do. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add a little of the caramel color to kind of blend in the corners. I'm going to do it with the brush. So that's what we're going to get on film now. I'm going to hypolapse it, and then that'll be a wrap for the day. We'll see how long the sun's actually up, because if it stays out later, I might come try to finish it with the actual wood grain. Hey guys, what's up? We painted the back door, the grill, which goes along with the side panel here, the wood look. I had painted it earlier, took some pictures. I wasn't really happy with the final product, so I went ahead and redid it. I think it looks a lot more wood now, way better. Once it dries, I'll be able to actually clear it completely. I am gonna add a little more wood grain look to it, but other than that, it's looking really good. We still got a lot to come. Next, we're gonna paint from here up white. We're gonna actually paint the top of the bus with Lastimere to keep it cool. We have still not decided the final color of the school bus, but that is next. We're getting closer. Stay tuned, Dash. Thanks.